So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on. You just said y'all are literally police officers and you acting like you don't know how to testify? What you mean you don't know? And you saying it's painting him in a false... Y'all didn't have no pretrial? Y'all didn't work on nothing? Your whole testimony is disorganized as the raid. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. My name is Reese Waters, and this is Who Raised Y'all, where we highlight those unique individuals going above and beyond to make society worse.
Okay, now, watch the physically challenged officer come in here. He gonna take a double take on the pound cake. Look at the pound cake.
You know, the kinds of people you'll see asking to speak to the manager at the pearly gates.
I want to talk to the manager.
Now, typically, I'm the only one that's allowed to sing around here. You know what I mean? This like being in my car. More than a woman. Ah! You know what I mean? I'm the only one allowed to sing, but game recognized game.
Afroman will bring it to ya. Afroman is gonna do ya. Afroman is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet.
Afroman drops a banger before the lawsuit against him goes to court in Adams County, Ohio. Afroman just released Bataram hymns of the police whistleblower a day before the lawsuit heads to court. Whistleblower, you say? Go on.
If I'm telling folks the truth, how come I have to go to trial? Newland kids, that's true. Now he's stealing my money too. My proof's on the internet. Afroman will bring it to ya. Afroman is gonna do ya. Afroman is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. Tasha Chamblin is a confidential informant. Roy Gabbard is the judge that signs fictitious warrant. This whole situation is totally their fault. Don't rape me, don't get videoed and caught.
Adams County sheriffs are suing Joseph Foreman for defamation, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress for featuring them in his music videos from the night they raided and vandalized his house and allegedly stole $400. In the new song and video, he calls the deputies out by name, packed with videos, photos from the raid, and some AI to make it comical. Pretty ballsy. That's pretty ballsy. I would say raiding and vandalizing somebody's house and allegedly stealing $400 is pretty ballsy. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Hey, Afroman, what was you saying?
Afroman will bring it to ya. Afroman is gonna do ya. Afroman is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. Prosecutor David Kelly turned to jelly when they fell. Coward ran to Arizona so he wouldn't catch the hell. Kimmy tried to dodge us. Rogers tried to retire and dip like a rat leaving a sinking ship.
The legal battle stems from a 2022 raid on Afroman's home where officers were investigating alleged drug trafficking and kidnapping claims that resulted in no charges. Afroman used his own security footage from the raid to create videos which mock the officers and the botched operation. The officers allege that Afroman used their personas for commercial profit without authorization, causing them humiliation, ridicule, mental distress, and loss of reputation. They're seeking damages of $25,000 per count. Loss of reputation, huh? Loss of reputation? That's interesting because reputation is something that can be restored with transparency. That's something that can be restored. You got to take that up with your national organization. You remember when we was all out here and we was talking about transparency and building a bridge with the communities you serve, and y'all were like, how dare you challenge us? That's how that goes. Yeah.
Should have freedom of speech. I should be allowed to sing about my life. And police officers that violate my home, steal my money, should not be allowed to sue me.
In August of 2022, Adams County deputies raided the home of Joseph Foreman, better known as the rapper Afroman. They had a search warrant tied to an investigation into possible drugs and kidnapping victims.
They didn't charge me for any crimes. They didn't find no large amounts of marijuana or whatever narcotic they were saying. They didn't find any kidnapping victims.
Afroman was never charged with a crime after the raid. Deputies seized thousands of dollars in cash that was later returned, but Afroman says about $400 was never recovered. The raid also left damage throughout his home, and he says the department told him it was not responsible for paying for the repairs.
The guy started laughing and waddling his head. He goes, "We're not required to do that." And they were unapologetic.
Afroman used his own security footage from the raids in a music video to make money to pay for the damages sustained to his home.
I got freedom of speech, and then I used my personal life to write my music. I was going to clean my room, but then I got out. Will you help me repair my gate? Will you help me repair my door? I'm singing about what actually happened to me.
Deputies who appear in the video are now suing the rapper for the damages caused by their faces being in the videos.
Hey, we raid your house, we steal your money, we disconnect your cameras. Now we need to sue you for saying something about it.
Afroman filed a countersuit for the damages to his home, and Judge Jonathan Hines dismissed those charges in February.
They dismissed all of my claims with the click of a mouse in some little office somewhere without a hearing.
Afroman believes this lawsuit violates his free speech rights as an American and as a working artist in the United States.
As a working rapper that raps for a living and pays taxes to America with rap money, I need raw materials. Raw materials is my life experience.
Speaking of raw materials, I think the most impressive thing about that entire video is that that gold car was able to run. That is impressive to me. And let's stay on the topic of raw materials. Y'all could start with making him whole for that raid. Y'all want to help him fix his door and gate? Oh, he got to take that to song.
Will you help me repair my door?
Cops raid his house for allegedly selling, damage his property, brandish guns on children, turn off his cameras. Did somebody say something about transparency? Huh? Did somebody? I thought I heard somebody say something. Oh, that was me. I knew that wouldn't have been y'all. I knew that wouldn't have been y'all. Fine literally nothing, steal $5 grand, only returns $4,600 after being caught. He makes music videos calling them out. Cops sue for defamation, cry like a baby. Yeah. That looks about it. That looks about it. And if anything I know from grade school, crying ain't gonna fix it. Now that just eggs a bully on. I know. I've been bullied for decades. One thing you can do, why don't you tell the teacher? Click up with all your law enforcement agencies. See if they got your back.
Wrong.
So some of you have heard, most of you haven't. Adams County Sheriff's Office in Ohio and Afroman are in litigation with each other. We know some of you have heard it though. So we want to provide you a quick geography lesson. We are the Adams County Sheriff's Office in Colorado. They are the Adams County Sheriff's Office in Ohio. So, before you start sending us messages, calling us, emailing us, DMing us, you may want to Google it.
I guess that's a no. I guess that's a no. Wow. I believe Colorado just hit y'all with a not like us. Colorado would, hey, we don't know no Afro man. We don't even, you can't even have an Afro in Colorado. It's too cold. It frizz out. Nah, you can't even, Nah, we don't do that. Looks like you're on your own.
And the more lies, outrageous lies you tell about them, the more money you can make, right?
Fact, they never should have came to my house in the first place. Fact, if they hadn't have came to my house, they wouldn't have put themselves on the video camera and in my music career. All of this is their fact. All of this is their fault, and they have the audacity to sue me. These people and you are the predators and the victim at the same time.
So what they did, searching your house, gave you the right to do everything you
Under the circumstance that I got freedom of speech, after they run around my house with guns and kick down my door, I got the right to kick a can in my backyard, use my freedom of speech, turn my bad times into a good time. Yes, I do. And I think I'm a sport for doing so, because I don't go to their house, kick down their doors, flip them off on their surveillance cameras, then try to play the victim and sue them.
Now that was well said. Now, Afroman, I would say this, considering that the videos and the music that you're making is all part of the trial, and you got a great leg to stand on, especially considering the basis for why you were making the music and the contents therein. I think you got a great case. I would just, just thinking strategically, I would probably just chill. You know what I mean? Until the trial is. You did what now? This was dropped before day one of the trial.
Randy Walters is the son of a bitch. Ooh.
Boy, ain't no waiting, boy.
Yeah, that's why I his wife and got filthy rich.
No, keep it going, keep it going. I want to see where this was going to go.
It's my dough. Stop stealing my dough. Stop disconnecting my video.
Randy Walker. You sure you want to come to court? You sure you want to come to court? I don't know. I might not want to show identify myself with it. You do you, man. You do you, player.
So you're claiming that is the defamation statement, is that he said he had sex with your wife?
Yes.
Okay. And that's painted you in a false light?
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on. You just said y'all are literally police officers and you acting like you don't know how to testify? What you mean you don't know? And you saying it's painting him in a false... Y'all didn't have no pretrial? Y'all didn't work on nothing? Your whole testimony is disorganized as the raid.
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
Do you want to go there? You're in a whole courtroom accusing the man of painting you in a false light for saying that he was with your wife, and when questioned, you said, "Do you want to go there?" Now I see why y'all don't never want to answer no questions. I had no idea it was this bad.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Sir, they are accusing you of walking into the Buffalo Wild Wings and stealing 5 pounds worth of flats. What say you? You want to go there? Huh? You want to go there?
No, I just want to ask that question because you said we don't know. I just
Been
need
with
the
that
answer.
woman since middle school.
I know.
I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody puts it out there for their fun and entertainment, it's out there. And it's a problem.
So it's something we cannot verify the truth of? Is it a thing that can be verified, true or false?
Ask your client.
Okay, why don't we ask him? Afroman, what say you?
That's why I this wife and got filthy rich.
Okay, well there we go. We heard from Afroman, so I'm good with you. You dismissed. Now we good with you. We good with you. That was so bad. Not only have you been abandoned by the fellow law enforcement, even right-wing media ain't riding with y'all, and they love to ride with y'all. Cop grilled an Afroman defamation case, hence he actually doesn't know if rapper was with his wife. Is that really why you came down here? Is that really, you didn't come down here to sue Afroman for defamation. You came down here for discovery. You couldn't afford to play a private investigator. He like, let's take him to court so I can find out what's really going on. You know what I mean? It might not have been Afroman, but he had an afro. Hey, that's all I know. And you know what's the crazy thing? What's the crazy thing? You didn't actually come out the worst of this. Sean Grooms claimed Afroman's songs were part of the reason his wife left him.
What did she say exactly that this played into the divorce?
She was tired of hearing about it. People asking her, is her husband a thief? And how could he do something like this? Or...
Y'all want to see something? Yeah. Y'all want to see something? Then the defense called their only witness to the stand to contradict his statement. His ex-wife. She had to place a restraining order on him after the divorce.
Has Mr. Foreman's posts about Sean or any of the general posts about the Adams County Sheriff's Department as a whole affected your life any at all?
No.
So the posts never affected your life, never affected your marriage?
No.
Bruh, you tried to pin your ongoing divorce on Afro. So the raid was bad enough. We can go in and we can get us some pound cake, we can get us some money. The raid was bad enough. Now, y'all relationship issues, you decide to click up and solve your relationship issues via lawsuit. Well, I'm gonna have such a hard time explaining this to my family. I really am. So, you know what? I got an idea. Call that deputy who think his wife cheating on him.
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
I don't know, y'all. The ladies seem to be on Afroman's side. They seem to be on Afroman's side, which quite honestly lends some credence to his claims. It does. It lends some validity to everything that he said. So, what's that? Not all the ladies on Afroman's side. An officer suing him broke down in tears as her parody video, Lick 'em Low Lisa, played in court. She was crying? At work?
No, I posted it because The sheriff's never supposed to raid my house in the first place. The whole raid was a mistake. All of this is their fault. If they hadn't have wrongly raided my house, there would be no lawsuit. I would not know their names. They wouldn't be on my body. They wouldn't be on my home surveillance system. And there would be no songs, nothing. My money would still be intact, nothing. So all of this is their fault.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Wow, that is quite a reaction. That is quite a reaction. Much different than the reaction that she had during the raid. That was like a 9-day difference to the reaction she had during the raid. So why don't we do this? Since this song is so devastating, why don't we do this? Why don't we trade places? Yeah, I offer this often, Lisa. Why don't we trade places? You give Afroman and his kin the ability to raid your home under dubious grounds and destroy your property, and you get to make all the songs you want. How about that? You get to make all the songs you want. You just have to be susceptible to being raided and violated. Children traumatized, all of that. And then of course, you trying to become whole, that's up to you. You got to take time and energy away from job, and you got to do all, but you can make all the songs you want though, Lisa. You can make all the songs you want. You good? You good with that trade? Oh, it's one more thing too. When they go do the raids, they get to turn off the videos and whatnot. They get to turn off all the cameras. So who knows? We don't even know. Who knows? Which, by the way, because a lot of people might react that way with tears and whatnot, feeling violated, invasion of privacy, things of that nature. Do you have an answer for the whole video situation?
White supremacist on my premises. What is this? A racist feminist? Why you disconnecting my video camera? Why you disconnecting my video camera?
Why are you disconnecting my video camera? Something for which I have yet to hear a suitable response. And the only thing I could say in the officer's defense is I haven't heard a suitable response to literally anything else. So.
After they run around my house with guns and kick down my door, I got the right to kick a can in my backyard, use my freedom of speech, turn my bad times into a good time. Yes, I do. And I think I'm a sport for doing so, because I don't go to their house, kick down their doors, flip them off on their surveillance cameras, then try to play the victim and sue them.
That's right. That's right. Turning his bad times into a good time. Like turning lemons into lemon pound cake.
Okay, now, watch the physically challenged officer come in here. He gonna take a double take on the pound cake. Look at the pound cake. He wanna shoot me. He gonna look at the pound cake and hey man, that pound cake. And he didn't know whether to shoot me or cut him a slice of that lemon pound cake. He backed up. He wants some of that pound cake, man.
Why he looking back and forth between the camera and he said, does that camera capture exactly how much pound cake is left? How much can I get before the camera? Y'all got to diversify this force. Y'all got to diversify this, because if y'all had some black officers on the force, you could get you some lemon pound cake. You wouldn't have to raid people's homes in order to get you a slice of that icing. You know what I mean? Like, again, y'all done bought into the whole narratives about diversity, and now you lemon pound cake less. That's sad. It really is. Not as sad as his testimony, though.
Sean, you were called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times.
You
received hundreds of pound cakes at work from different people.
Okay.
I'm sorry, come again? You said people were sending you pound cakes at work? So this all worked out for you then? Isn't that what you wanted? Isn't that what you wanted?
Sean, you were called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times.
You
received hundreds of pound cakes at work from different people.
Okay. And the context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but...
He got it from the surveillance footage. Yeah, he got it from the surveillance footage. Remember y'all try to disconnect? Yeah, that's exactly where it came from. Hey, play him the track. He need to see it for himself.
I'm going to play what's marked Defense Exhibit V. I'd like you to watch this.
Okay.
He wanna put down his guard. Living pound cake, trending on TikTok.
Stop it there. So you've seen Exhibit D, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You would admit that's you with the glasses walking by the lemon pound cake on the counter?
Yes.
Hey, the more you know. The more you know. Now he knows the origin of his nickname. Hey, you'll never have to pay for a pound cake yourself again. So, you know what I mean? You look on you turn your lemons into lemon pound cake. How about that? How about that? That lawyer is hilarious. Hey, he got any more in his bag?
Nobody looks at Lil Wayne's song Monster and says there's a monster in that song.
My opinion, I f***ed his wife doggy style. Said it like they were facts.
Some of it was funny, some of it wasn't. Some of his jokes, like those of Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor, some of them are not tasteful, but they're still jokes. It's tasteful. Not everybody likes all music. There's some songs I hate. I think we can find plenty of people that find songs they do not like. Is a rapper and comedian. It's what. Look at the song by NWA. What they call it? Fuck the police. Is that right? It's a social commentary on personal effect. Terry, print me a couple songs, rap songs. Carly B. I find it bad to say what WAP means.
Who the fuck is Carly?
But then again, I'm not the audience for this, and I know that.
Okay, first off, I'm not going to give my opinion on anything, but to see my small ass little county all over international news is crazy. Yes, I am Afroman's neighbor. I could literally walk to his house. And it's crazy. A lot of people didn't know that he lived in this small town, but yeah, my hat is off to anybody who was a juror in this trial, because that shit was the funniest thing I have ever watched. And there is no way I could have done it.
Well, with a lawyer that savage, I knew exactly where this was going. Afroman wins in lawsuit from Ohio deputies over music videos. We did it, America. Freedom of speech. The Because I Got High rapper was sued after he used images of law enforcement raiding his home in music videos, including the viral lemon pound cake. They're talking about you. Yeah, they're talking about you right there. An Ohio jury on Wednesday sided with rapper Afroman in a lawsuit brought by sheriff's deputies who claimed the artist was wrong to mock them in music videos after they raided his home in a fruitless search for drugs. It took less than a day for the panel in Adams County Commons Pleas Court to find Afroman not liable on any of the 13 claims made against him by several deputies. Any of the claims. Sorry to that one officer who didn't get an answer about the cheating. Yeah, I know he was really looking for some information. Y'all thought he was loud before. Y'all ain't seen nothing.
Yeah, we did it, America. Yeah, we did it. Freedom of speech. Right on, right on. Yeah, God bless America. Yeah, power to the people. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, really, with that kind of support, it's no telling what he might do next.
There's no way I could be on that jury in the Afroman trial. I wouldn't act right. Because as soon as Lisa opened her mouth to speak, I jumped. I was like, oh, lick 'em low indeed. Now, I'm not saying she actually eat the like a pizza, but her voice make me think she got a hairball. If I ain't learned nothing else from this trial, I've learned I'm not hating hard enough. I'm not trolling hard enough. I'm not putting my best trolling foot forward. I'm not making folks cry off the strength of the troll. I'm not changing lives for the worse off the strength of the troll. Afroman, I was not familiar with your game. Lick 'em Low Lisa, part 1 and 2. Original and the remix. Hits, they bangers. Lemon Pound Cake, a hit. It need to go gold at least. Maybe silver or maybe sapphire. I don't know what the Lord. Free that man, he ain't locked up, but free him. If Afroman does in fact make it out of this, you know what I'm saying, unscathed, he need to sue back. Counter sue. Cause ain't no way I'd have miscounted $400. $1 or $2 maybe, but $400, that's multiple bills. Go run their pockets, Afro.
Now that is a really good point, because we just sat through a whole trial about some parody videos. Have we gotten to the bottom of the missing money, or the damaged property, or the invasion of privacy, or the traumatized children? Have we gotten to the bottom of any of that? It's fascinating that we are celebrating him not being found liable. What about y'all being found liable? How about that? And you wonder why the reaction is what it is. What they want you to think a patriot looks like, what a patriot actually looks like. Almost 50,000 likes. And we even got merch. Afroman defended our First Amendment rights against corrupt cops on Wednesday, March 18th, 2026. That's a good one. Freedom of speech. Where all my free speech warriors at? Where all my free... Oh, that... In the MAGA Civil War? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can tell you this. In their absence, a new hero has arisen. Hey, that meme needs a little something. Throw a little something on that. Lemon Pound Cake. There we go. There we go. Now we talking. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I would like to wish you a happy Women's History Month. Shout out to all the women whose hard work makes this channel go.
I ain't the one, baby.
Wait a minute. No, because you got Miss Ray doing the mods, and you got Regina doing the research, and your wife be doing the admin. You got nothing but women up here. This a whole DEI operation. I'm telling Trump. Nah, I'm telling Trump. This a whole DEI thing you got going on here. What you mean, what's DEI?
How do you interpret DEI?
And I would also like to shout out all the women who show up and support the channel every single day. People like Gigi the Crochet Queen, who sent me this. Love your channel. Here's a pic of me wearing the Who Raised Y'all t-shirt. I love it. Excellent quality. It's in my weekly rotation. Be blessed and keep informing us in only the Reese way. You make me feel like a natural woman. I'm yours. I see you, Gigi. Now, I had a babysitter that liked to crochet. I didn't know you was the queen, though. And she's not going to take that well. She is not going to take that well.
I said, what? She said, yeah. I said, no.
People like Kel, who sent me, I took time out of my day to send you this. Quiet as it's kept, I hate taking pictures due to my big-backed activities, but I wanted to show my support. I love your channel. Woman to woman. Killer. Honestly, if it wasn't for big-backed activities, I wouldn't have no activities. That's what I put down. I just had my physical, and for activities, I put big back. That's what I do there.
Yeah, boy. That's it. That lovely.
I enjoy watching your Who Raised Y'all segment so much, I just had to cop that merch. Keep bringing the truth and the funny to us 99% bottom feeders of the world. Also, good to know that we have great taste in Basquiat and Marley. Bless up. From Yolanda from Wakanda. Man, the best thing about being a woman is the ability to have a little fun. I'm sensing a theme with the women and the Who Raised Y'all shirt. I'm also sensing a theme from you, Yolanda. What's that you smoking? I can smell it from here. I used to be a backslider. I used to be a backslider. And we gotta show some love to Auntie Sugar, who sent me her Who Raised Y'all mug and a face that can only be described as quintessential Who Raised Y'all. Like, that's the quintessential Who Raised Y'all look right there. Honestly, that look should be on a t-shirt.
He's right, you know.
To all of you, happy Women's History Month. We do this every single year, right? Put up posters with the elegant fonts, pick the safe names, the ones who've been gone long enough that their anger doesn't make us uncomfortable anymore. We hand out the awards for Women's History Month. We hold the luncheons and act like we're doing someone a favor by granting them 31 days of recognition, as if history was ours to give away in the first place. And let's all take a moment, because we just came out of Black History Month, and it's bad enough that we've whitewashed history to the point where we have to go out of our way to recognize Black people. But Black people are, 12% of the population? Women are half, 51% on a good day. And we have mansplained history to the point where we have to take a month to specifically acknowledge the contributions of half the population.
This doesn't make a lick of sense.
Even then, it's a lie. A comfortable, well-packaged lie, but a lie nonetheless. We talk about women's history like it's a separate wing of the building, like a special interest project. We act like men built the foundation, laid the brick, and wired the electricity, and every once in a while a woman walked in and hung a nice picture on the wall. That ain't how it went down. The bricks were held together by the labor we refused to pay for. The foundation was dug by women whose names we scrubbed off the blueprints. Every great man we worship in our textbooks was standing on the shoulders of a woman who was told to stay quiet so he could speak louder. We spent centuries taking their ideas and calling them discovery, taking their resilience and calling it duty, taking their silence and calling it consent. And now we want to be thanked for giving them a month, for acknowledging that, yes, actually, they were here the whole time. If you want to honor history, stop treating it like a memorial service for something that's over. It's happening right now. It's in the room where she's being talked over. It's in the lab where she's doing the work while he's getting the funding. It's in the home where she's holding the world together while we take credit for the gravity. Don't give them a month. Give them the microphone. And then have the courage to sit down and listen to the history they're making while we're busy pretending we're the ones in charge of the clock. Now, we're going to talk about the ones who carried the signs, the ones who flew the planes, the ones who refused to get up from the seat, and we should. But keep in mind, history isn't just the woman in the oil painting or the black and white photograph. History is the woman who taught her neighbor to read in secret because the law said her mind was a dangerous thing. It's the mother who worked 3 jobs so her daughter wouldn't have to work 1. It's the scientist whose name was left off the paper, the artist whose work was signed by her husband, and the millions of women whose history was simply survival. Because where would we be without it? They aren't just a contribution to the story, they are the story. Happy Women's History Month. When a man loves a woman. I don't know what happens then. That's kind of been my problem.